guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a book haul. I've been in a major book slump. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have read very little and I used to blame it on the fact that I'm really busy, which is still very true. But I've come to realize that even when I do have spare time, I end up finding myself watching Netflix. And it's a real problem right now. And I'm currently halfway through the first season of Blacklist. I don't know if anyone watches that show, but a friend recommended it to me and I'm hooked now. But anyway, I have a book haul. By no means is this book haul as big as other people's book hauls. I am a student on a budget. The first book is Confessions of a Hater by Caprice. This book is really beautiful. First of all, the cover is just really nice, and even on the insides they're also really pretty. This book is a combination of Gilmore Girls meets Mean Girls, and what I mean by that is it has Gilmore Girls like dialogue. Like, it's really witty, it's really fast-paced. There's a lot of like pop culture references that either you understand them or they fly over your head. And it's kind of like Mean Girls because there's a girl who's kind of trying to take down the popular group from within. But it's not the kind of story where it ends up being that she ends up realizing that she's kind of sinking down to the level of the popular girls and she just became one of the awful people like Mean Girls. That happens, but within like the first few chapters. So it's kind of refreshing. It's an interesting book. I'm halfway through it, and I picked it up. Okay, so I've only barely started reading this book, but it is Outlander. Super duper popular right now, especially because of the show. I haven't watched the show, haven't read the books yet. I got the little small version of it because the big version is so heavy and it's so large. It almost feels bigger than the Game of Thrones novels, which I don't think it is, but in that moment it was just gigantic and heavy, and I wasn't gonna. This one's still like 830 pages, but you know, it's smaller, so I can carry it with me. So I picked it up. I'm only a little bit way through. So it's about this woman who's a nurse who's on her honeymoon with her husband, and then somehow, some way, she gets transported back in time to 1743. I haven't even gotten to that part yet. They're still in the honeymoon phase in the beginning, so I cannot wait to start reading this because I hear a lot of good things about it. So this book is Michelle Phan's Makeup, which is the Your Life Guide to Beauty, Style, and Success Online and Off. I did a review for this on my main channel because I figured more people would watch it there. I have a bigger audience there. So if you're interested in finding out what I think about this book, then you should check it out there. I'll link it down below. She's a famous beauty guru, beauty vlogger, and she came out with her own book, and it's really cute. And she liked my video. Like, she liked it and she retweeted it. So that's pretty cool, and I picked it up. Book in my haul is Cress. I wasn't gonna buy this book. I was gonna wait to see if a box set would come out once the last one comes out in January, but Marissa Myers was at Barnes & Noble's doing a signing and you had to buy the book, so I did in fact buy the book, which sucks because I always end up doing that. You have no idea how many series I have where I don't buy the whole book, or like, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, the fact that they're not like hardcover, softcover, that doesn't bother me. It's the fact that sometimes I don't end up buying any of them. Like, I'll end up just not, like, I have gaps. Like my Hunger Games, I have gaps within each of the books because some books I just don't end up buying. So I'm going to try to buy all of them this time. But anyway, I bought Crest. I love this book. I've already read all the ones that came out so far. Awesome series. Probably the one series that hasn't let me down yet. I feel like I've been reading a lot of book series where one of them, either the third one or the middle book, just disappoints me completely. But this series is very consistent and I love it. Okay, so the next book is A Little Too Hot. Now this is the same author who wrote A Little Too Far, which is a book I talked about in my favorite new adult fiction books. So basically this tells the story of the best friend in that book. And she finds this guy. It kind of comes off as fan fiction. Like, it sounds like something you'd find in fan fiction, but it's a really good novel. Basically, she's at it's not a strip club, at a sketchy place, and suddenly stuff starts to happen, and then this like hot detective guy is kind of supposed to keep an eye on her or protect her because there's a threat against her life. It sounds totally like a fan fiction. No, it totally sounds like a fan fiction type of story that I might have read somewhere along the way, but I really loved it. It was great. It was an ebook. It was really cheap. Highly recommend it. Next book I picked up, this is a library copy though, because once again, broke college student here, but this is Ruby Red, and it's not a book I would have normally taken out, but I'm actually really liking it. It's kind of cute and funny, and it's about the 16-year-old girl who can time travel, and that's all I know because it just happened in the first chapter. Like, I haven't really read too much of it yet, so who knows, but I hear it's good, so I picked it up. And the last book I picked up, also from the library, that I don't have with me because I still have to pick it up, but I am about to leave to go pick it up, so I'm including it in this haul, is Burn for Burn, which is by Jenny Han, I believe, and Jenny Han and someone else, right? So I know nothing about the book. I remember picking it up. I remember I was going to pick it up during the summer, but I just kind of lost track of stuff. So I've heard a lot of good things. I love Jenny Han, and we'll see how I feel about that book. Okay, so that's it for this haul. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.